Hello lads. So basically I'm not very well. Hello. What are you talking about? So basically I'm not very well, so I'm not going to be doing like a proper video, and I don't know why this keeps opening. But basically I thought I'd show you how I edit things, because I think I told you guys ages ago that I might do something like this and I haven't done it. So this is what I use. I'll just show you making a basic edit, because I've been doing a lot of basic edits recently, because that's all I've been able to do. So this is Vinci Resolve. It's free, or the version I got is. It's quite simple. You go to import media, downloads, this one. I never know what to put for this one, so I just put change. It's something to do with the frame rate. I don't know what it means, but it hasn't done any bad. Hasn't done anything. Yeah. So you put it there. This is the video with Connie. We just want it to be a song. So that's where the visuals go. They're blue. And the audio is green. Fuck off. If I drag it down here. Yes. Then maybe when it comes back, I don't know. So we want to get rid of the visuals, because we don't want the visuals. So we just want the song. And that's what it sounds like. As you can see, anything you upload goes there. So whether it's Butterfingers, for example, whether it's like an audio file or a picture or a video file or whatever, it goes there. And then underneath you have this stuff which is called text, blah blah blah. Oh, fuck off. Does anyone know how to disable that? Because it's fucking pissing me off. So say what I wanted to put Butterfingers. The video, as I showed you, anything visual goes on top and is blue, and anything that goes underneath, yeah, is like that. Anything sound goes underneath. So we want to get rid of the sound from Butterfingers. Imagine I put Butterfingers on the line below. You can see it erases part of the song. Butterfingers has now covered up the song. So that's what happens if you put something on top of something else on the same line, it just erases it.
One thing that not that many people actually...
Yeah, so we don't want that. So if I'm just gonna put Butterfingers here. Right? Come on! So that would be terrible. I don't know why I'm doing it with this video, it's just the first damn one that came up. So what happens here is you can see this is Butterfingers video and Butterfingers sound. I can like move one without moving the other, and it tells you how far it's gone. Obviously we would normally keep them together. What you can do is I put it there, so it's got nothing in between it. I'm going to press, hang on, I'm going to press shift so I can select them both. So now they're both selected, and you can press this link. I didn't realise this for months actually. You link it, and now you don't have to select them both. You can do this. So say I wanted to cut it at about there. I put the line, I touch this razor blade, and then I cut it, and you can see that it's cut them both, and then I can just press back. So that's basically how you cut things and move them in. The good thing about non-linear editing like this is you can layer things on top of each other, so you can see that there's two lots of sound on top of each other. That's useful for like voiceovers and stuff. It's better than, in my opinion, it's better than the old way of doing it, which is like how Windows Movie Maker was and how I think iMovie was. I'm just going to call it videoboy for now. So you can do that and put things on here and layer. This line is, you probably can't see, this line is the thick line. So everything above this thick line is visual, and everything below it is audio, and you can layer things up as much as you want basically. So sometimes people want to put things into black and white. Let's just make a cut there. Oh, Sometimes when you use a laptop it doesn't know if you're right clicking or left clicking. Hello, editing Amy here. This is some editception for you. I forgot to show you what happens when you do right click. So if you right click there, you can go to change clip speed and you can make it fast. Ah! And then it goes like that. Hang on, let me find it. This is some real editception for you now. Basically, you can always bring it back. So, say I want to do that, and... Oh my god. Put things on top. Oh, I don't want to stuttering. And then get rid of the sound. I'm just messing around now. I thought my voice was annoying already. It's even worse sped up. So that's how you can do that, and you can do that to either the video or the sound or both, and make it sped up or slowed down. There. So that's a separate clip. And I can deselect that, and so these are separate. Yeah, so I can unlink these from each other, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then you go to this wheel, which is like a paint palette. This is stuff that took me a long time to figure out, so I think if I show you guys, it makes things easier. Right, imagine I want to make this into black and white. I click on these 3 wheels that are in a circle. No, 3 circles in a triangle. And then I drag all these to the bottom, and it starts looking really like loose. It would be easier if my phone didn't keep running out of storage. So you can probably see where this is going. I'm dragging them all to the bottom, and it's going really weird looking. And this just drags all the colour out of everything. I know it would be easier if there was a button that says black and white. But you can just... It looks like it's flickering. I think it's just the phone. There, and now it's in black and white. So then you go back to where we were before, which is this page. It looks like the timeline. Like the sort of roll of film logo thing. And then it's like... Oh, okay. I clicked... The select thing was over this one. Even if you click on this one, the select thing needs to be there as well. If the select thing is there, even if you're clicking here, it selects that. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter for what I'm doing. This is just a demonstration. So let's put the song into it a bit more. I suffer from quite a rare condition. Obviously this would be like an awful video if it was something I'm seriously making, but that was a demonstration. Okay, I just thought I'd say I'm not paid by DaVinci Resolve to promote this. It's just what I use. And this would be a really shit ad if I was paid to do it. But yes, hashtag this is not a spawn. I just thought I'd put Dan's... I've got Dan's far-fetched thing. I've got like loads of Dan videos in my downloads folder. It's a bit sad. Oh, they're so cute! Okay, so I wanted to show you, basically, the way these work is when you import them... I want to unclip those. So, unclip them. Did that work? No, yes, it did. This video is not fully in the software, it's like a copy of it. So if you've got it in your downloads folder, for example, it needs to stay in your downloads folder. The reason for that is, if I decide I'm gonna, I don't know, do this, I'm gonna get rid of this whole piece. Then I decide I want it back, I can just stretch it back out. So it's never completely deleted, basically. You can always bring it back and then get rid of the sound. I'm just messing around now. Butterfinger starts with a black space, so it looks like I've left a black space. Speaking of black spaces, so I've cut both of these, and if I wanted a big space, I can just do a big space there and leave it blank. It doesn't scoot them along. I think you can make it scoot them along, but I don't know how. With the like Windows Movie Maker way of doing things, rest in peace Windows Movie Maker, you would have to put them all in order. I think that's why it's called linear editing. You have to put them all next to each other in order. Whereas with this one, I could just put it at the end and leave as many gaps as possible and do it in whatever order I want until it's obviously full up. The 21 Pilots thing. Yay! So say I wanted to watch a bit of this. It makes it double screen. So this is the video I'm working on. I've got rid of all that stuff, so it's just black. And this is a video that's in the media pool. You can make the media pool go away and come back. It's just like, I always do that by accident and go, where did it go? So then it all moves along, and this can be taken up by that screen. And then say I wanted to do text. Then that goes back. This is the project, and this is the text. And then you can change the font. Yay! And then say I want to put a video there. I was like, I didn't remember writing subscribe. Obviously that's Dan's video. I'm so dumb. And then I click, and then instead of that being the font, it becomes Dan's video that I've just dragged in here. So we've got the inspector. You click that, and you can transform how it looks, and everything that you do is here. So transform just means to change the size and shape. So if we wanted it to go full screen, it would be like that. You can change that to crop. And you know what crop does. It's like, yeah, that's how you crop things. And also dynamic zoom. The transform just zooms it and keeps it zoomed. The dynamic zoom is a zoom that moves. Or, hang on, click on the video, go to the inspector. You've got there's information about the transform thing. So you can do that in a more detailed way. I'm not quite sure how that works. You're cropping in a more detailed way. Dynamic zoom. So it zooms out. I'm going to have to do a smaller selection so you can see. Dynamic zoom. It'll probably zoom out. And then you press swap and it zooms in. That's the only way I can really... I don't know what he's talking about. So that's how you change all of that. You can either change it there or in the inspector. Then you've got metadata. I'm not quite sure what that does. Then you've got the mixer, which... So I don't really know how those two work. I haven't really used those. The ones I would use as inspector, and then the text. These things that all appear on this right hand side, so it's kind of easy to use. And then obviously it all shifts over, so there's not too much going on at once because it all ends up in the same place, if that makes sense. So we've covered how to make things black and white. I don't know why that was the first thing I taught you. And how to change the text, and how to zoom in and out. I haven't figured out how to pan up and down, which you can do on some things. I don't know if you can do it on this. I tried before, I did not succeed, but that's everything you need. You've got other things here like transitions that make it all dissolve and go through black and go through white and stuff, but I don't really care about that stuff. I don't really use it. Another thing is, if you want to make the volume louder of the audio, you click on that little roller coaster looking thing, and then there's a line, and then you just turn it up. Yeah. And you go back up. There. A demonstration!
We should never be anyone's fucking slave.
Hey guys, so I'm currently in a hotel in Edinburgh on a wheelie chair, so I'm going to try not to be too annoying with this, as the Interactive Introverts Tour has begun!
For 3 days I've been locked in your prison. No night could save me from this condition. Tried to leave, but a hand from the pages pulling me back in. Smile made a code and it tastes so delicious. Food so sweet it could never be vicious.
Oh my god, please never edit like that. So this is the kind of shit I do when I'm ill, apparently. If I wanted to save that mess, I would go to the Rocket, deliver. It's quick, fuck off. QuickTime, MP4 video, fuck off! Add to render queue, and then for some reason it's the first one, that's what works. Okay, It adds it to the render queue. If I wanted to save that, I would press start render and it would save it in my video folder as untitled.mov. Yes, untitled.mov. You can change things there so it's .mp4, but for some reason that was really bad quality. And when I did QuickTime MP4, it's .mov, but it's good quality, and that still uploads on YouTube, so that's fine by me. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to show you today, because I can't think of anything else I need to show you. I've shown you how to import videos and songs, how to add text. I've shown you where the transitions are. I didn't go through them, but they're not that important. I think that's all I needed to show you. I'm going to edit this now, which is really meta. So, yes. And I'm going to feed my cat. Bye!